In this intense exploration, we uncover the hidden struggles of Perez Hilton.
What I saw was a hurt man that needs attention from a bigger, larger audience. His kids weren't there. His mom wasn't there. He was alone. And we're going to talk about the meltdown, but really it's a mental break, right? It's a psychological break. He is having mental health issues, but we want to say a prayer for Perez Hilton and offer him our support. I will not be what other people are doing. They got these people in chat. I will kick you out if you come in chat and you start talking shit about, wow, he's a gossip guy anyway. He's all kinds of nasty stuff I saw about him. I'm not going for that in my chat. So guys, if you mods, I have a lot of reading and stuff to do. If you guys see that, mods, time them out. And if Vincent comes in, let me block him from the channel. Please do not time Vincent out. Let me know, and I'm going to get rid of him. Okay? So look, we've got to say a prayer for Perez Hilton. I am not going to get down with he did this and blah, blah. No. We're going to say a prayer for him, his 3 children, his family. I mean, I believe he's going through some kind of spiritual warfare, which in turn is creating his mental issues. Right now, we do believe in God. We also believe in Satan. If you believe in good and bad, God and the devil, or wherever that falls off. But he just started becoming a new believer. All right. He asked for prayers and spiritual fortification, but he needs it more than ever. Something backfired. Something didn't work. All right. So listen, I looked this up on a channel where that's all they do is pray. And the guy, Billy Howell, says that often people that are new believers that change drastically from, and you'll see what I'm talking about, change drastically from one extent to another. The spiritual journey becomes complex, and especially against a new believer, they'll get spiritually attacked. It's very complex that individuals can take steps forward and then backward in their faith when they're new, especially. So we want to begin with a prayer for Perez Hilton, asking for his healing, intervention, peace, and for his family to heal and to grow and for this not to happen again. All right? We'll take all the negative off the table. We're going to talk about mental health and what happened. I'm not saying that. It's raw and it's brutal, but he needs prayers, in my opinion, and mental help that he's receiving right now. So thank you guys. You guys know my stance now. Come on in, hit the like button, get a membership, relax. We're going to be here for a while. All right. I mean, I know that I do true crime, but guys, when I do true crime, but I also believe in all of these things. I believe in good. I believe in evil. When I was looking back at Perez Hilton to see what happened here, now I dug deep. Right, I've been researching since last night when I got the videos. Thank you. Prayers in Jesus Christ's name, amen. So many of you guys might not be surprised what Perez Hilton was into, guys. All right, I'm going to leave that up for a minute while I talk to you, because when I looked at this, it was pretty scary to think that this guy, and then, you guys already know Hollywood. You know how Hollywood is, right? Hollywood is, people sell their soul to the devil. Well, what I'm looking at here is, it's just a snapshot of Perez. He was born in Miami, Florida, a hotbed of Santeria, brujeria, that's like witchcraft, and CIA black ops. Now, I know this is going crazy, but Perez was exposed to the occult very early. Now, he was in Miami right now, and Miami's Cuban exile community is riddled with, it's a dark Afro-Caribbean magic system, which they call Palo Mayombe, and CIA black cults use that for mind control experiments. Now, his mother, Teresita, that lives with him and helps with the kids, Teresita Lavandeira, which, guys, by the way, his name is not Perez Hilton. He only got that name because he changed it to reflect what he was doing. All right, his real name is Mario Armando Lavandeira Jr., and he's 48 years old. He's a celebrity. He was in his peak in the 2000s, all right, early 2000s tabloid style internet culture. But along the way, he found himself in some kind of, underground scene. Now, he attended NYU, guys, in the late 1990s, and he immersed himself into the city's underground occult scene. All right. So there is an occult scene. Many Cuban families blend Catholicism with Santeria. And Perez was raised in duality, guys. All right. So he's in New York doing the Hollywood nights. You guys know the Hollywood nights are full of sex, drugs, and who knows what else. But he became obsessed with this celebrity culture, not just as a fan, guys, but as a student of power dynamics. Now, he studied how fame is manufactured, how rituals are embedded in pop culture, and how blood sacrifices, literal and symbolic, fuel the industry. Hence, David, D4VD. Now, he walked into a world that was already molded, and it molded him into dark forces. Now, this is me just doing the research. This is what I'm finding. This is why he was trying to escape. And I'm going to show you how he was trying to escape this route. It progresses 2 months ago, 2 days ago, yesterday. All right. It's not surprising. He knows about all of the parties like P. Diddy. He knows that P. Diddy's been locked up for this underage culture, and he knows it very well as well. So, of course, this means he has deep dirt on many compromised Hollywood figures. But to what extent was he even allowed to get close with sharing some of that? So maybe that's eating him up. All right. This person said they spoke to a former witch who explained something interesting regarding a demonic egregor. How do you say that? Egregor entity? Demonic. I'm going to put this up there because I've never heard of this, guys. Never heard of this. All right. So that's what the word I'm trying to say. He got into that, and they say it's Greek. So that's the thing. It's Greek. Egregoros, egregoros, meaning wakeful or watcher. Right now, this is heavily entwined into Hollywood as well. Now, that is the Greek word refers to angelic beings on the ancient book of Enoch. And it's a collective thought form, a psychic entity created by and sustained by focused energy of a group. Now, in Hollywood's case, guys, it's fed by fear, the audience's shock and horror of things like that video, lust, voyeurism, sex, watching people destroy themselves, blood. Literally, guys, literal. It's a symbolic thing when you cut yourself and offer blood. That's what he did last night. Then the chaos, the breakdown of order, and the collapse of a public figure. You guys know we've seen that quite a bit in Hollywood over our last, 47 years? Apparently that particular Greek, you guys, like, it's so hard to say, isn't a metaphor. It's real. And that's what they say about in the underworld, that there's a force that grows stronger with every view, every share, every comment. And the more people that engage with Perez's suffering, the more power that it gains. So maybe that's why TikTok was so slow to take the video down. He kept doing it. They say it was a 30-minute long thing, but guys, I don't know. I didn't get to catch the whole thing. So thank you so much, Mama Sage, for the Guilty of Crime $4.99 towards our goal. I hope you guys are at least understanding what I'm saying here, because this is a different realm that I normally don't discuss with you. Normally it's just in my head, and I believe in all this stuff. It was not a butter knife. Absolutely not a butter knife. Anybody that says that is ridiculous. It was a sharp serrated knife, and sometimes he would turn the serration upside down and run it across his skin. But it was not, and I repeat, it was not a butter knife, all right? So now you guys know what I'm talking about. You know my stance. I'm going to show you what led up to this. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to tell you. All right. Hey, Thought Criminal. Good to see you guys. Come on in. Hit the like button. All right. Get yourself a member. Yeah, it was not a butter knife. My girl, Tiff, and Carly, my girl, Carly, that's not her name, but Carly always comes at me with the real stuff. And I assure you, it was not a butter knife. All right. He was literally butt naked, cutting himself, bleeding, and you can see as he was doing it. Now, when I was in the chat last night, I talked about tattoo therapy. That's the same thing as what he was doing. He was trying to get that physical reaction, and then he took it to a larger platform, guys. Okay, so when I say that he was trying to get it to a larger platform, etc., he did what other people would do, except he took it to another level.